Battle Through the Heavens, Chapter 236, Breaking the Ancient Seal to Reclaim the Power of a Dou Huang. The purple vapor settles into a solid weight inside the glass, pulling the last white heat from the air until only a ringing silence remains. Xiaoyan exhales, lungs burning as he pushes the vial forward, watching the old man's fingers twitch with a sharp hunger. The forge's heat dissolves into the cold, calculating pressure of a bargain.
Looking at the ecstatic expression on Haibo Dong's face after he grabbed the jade bottle, Xiaoyan smiled faintly and said,
"Old Mr. Hai, I have successfully refined this item for you. So, about that fragment map."
Hearing this, Haibo Dong was slightly stunned. He quickly suppressed his excitement, licked his lips, and his eyes darted around. His face showed a hint of embarrassment as he spoke.
"Now, little brother."
Just call me Xiaoyan.
Seeing Haibo Dong's demeanor, Xiaoyan frowned slightly and spoke indifferently.
"All right, little brother Xiaoyan."
He nodded hurriedly toward Xiaoyan, held up the jade bottle, and smiled, saying,
"Little brother, it is not that I do not trust you, but this old man has never seen a breaking ordeal pill before. I only know from the medicinal formula that it is indeed purple. Therefore, I wonder if little brother could allow me to take the pill to see if it truly breaks the seal? If the seal can really be broken, this old man will hand over the fragment map and even provide a further explanation about it."
Old mister, you keep finding reasons to delay. You lack the poise of someone who once stood among the 10 strongest experts of the Jama Empire.
Xiaoyan shook his head, his finger lightly flicking away some dust. With an expressionless face, he said,
I have put forth all my effort to assist you, old mister. I did not expect you to make me feel this disappointed.
Little brother Xiaoyan, back then we did not say that you only needed to help me refine the breaking ordeal pill to exchange for the fragment map. You must at least let me verify it a bit, to see if this medicinal pill is real or fake. If you took a different medicinal pill and gave it to me, would that not be too much of a loss for me?
Haibo Dong revealed an old face that was even thicker than Xiaoyan had imagined. His bitter smile made it look as if he were the victim. Looking at Haibo Dong's miserable appearance, Xiaoyan frowned and said indifferently,
Old mister, I must remind you of something. This breaking ordeal pill was refined by me, based on the formula and materials you provided. Whether it can actually break the seal or not, only the heavens know. Therefore, if the seal is not removed after you take the pill, that cannot be blamed on me. I have traveled 1,000 miles through the desert for you, nearly lost my life at the hands of Queen Medusa to find the Sanzi snake poison, and spent a great deal of spiritual power refining the medicinal pill.
Xiaoyan interlaced his 10 fingers in front of him and said with a low, cold laugh,
I did all of this to obtain a fragment map and the favor of a Dou Huang expert. Do you think I am making a profit on this deal?
Hearing this, Haibo Dong's face showed some embarrassment. A moment later, he forced a smile and said,
This old man also knows that such a request is excessive. But little brother Xiaoyan, please rest assured. I naturally lack the capacity to do something so ungrateful. How about this? There is no need to immediately remove the seal. As long as the breaking ordeal pill reaches its peak effectiveness, this old man will not break his word. Furthermore, the breaking ordeal pill was refined by little brother Xiaoyan himself. Surely you have confidence in it?
Sighing softly, Xiaoyan looked at Haibo Dong's forced smile and knit his brows. After a while, he waved his hand and said,
Have it your way. I am reminding you one last time, old mister. This is the final time I will yield.
Many thanks to little brother Xiaoyan for understanding this old man's difficulties.
Hearing Xiaoyan's agreement, Haibo Dong's face immediately filled with pride. He then said to Xiaoyan,
Little brother, follow me to the basement. If the seal can be broken, that place will prevent the aura from leaking out. At the same time, it can avoid some unnecessary trouble.
Xiaoyan nodded without saying anything, jerking his chin toward Haibo Dong to signal him to lead the way. Ignoring that gesture, Haibo Dong also knew that Xiaoyan was feeling a bit unhappy. He immediately gave a laugh and walked quickly ahead to lead the way. Following behind Haibo Dong, Xiaoyan looked at the aged figure and remained silent for a moment. With an expressionless face, he let out a light, cold laugh. His hand inside the black robe clenched tightly as a strand of green flame escaped from his fingertips. Xiaoyan curled his lips and thought to himself,
Old man, I hope you do not disappoint me. Otherwise, regardless of whether you were once the Ice Emperor, I will make you regret it today.
Although the corridor was not large, it was winding and complex, which was somewhat unexpected. Following Haibo Dong through the corridor for a while, the monotonous scenery began to make one feel weary. Fortunately, Xiaoyan's mental strength was quite good, so he did not feel uncomfortable, though he felt a bit of pressure in his heart. The corridor lacked light. Every 10 meters, there was a lamp emitting a faint glow. In the dim environment, the two maintained their silence. Only the sound of soft footsteps echoed through the deep corridor, giving one a bit of a chilling sensation. The corridor seemed straight, but Xiaoyan could sense that they were likely walking down a slope. Here, the air was heavy. After walking for about 20 minutes, Haibo Dong suddenly stopped ahead and turned to Xiaoyan.
We have arrived. Xiaoyan's gaze followed Haibo Dong's and saw a thick iron door appearing at the end of the path. The dark iron door gave off a heavy feeling. Looking at the iron door, Haibo Dong's pace quickened slightly. He walked to the door and pressed his hand onto the head of an iron lion statue. Suddenly, a series of clicking sounds rang out, and the iron door slowly opened automatically. A bright ray of light shot out from within.
Please!
Gesturing to Xiaoyan, Haibo Dong laughed and led the way inside. Hesitating at the door for a moment, Xiaoyan swept his gaze once around the great door before finally stepping into the basement. Entering the basement, the surrounding temperature suddenly dropped. A chill lingered around him. Xiaoyan observed his surroundings and was somewhat surprised to find that this was a space within a crevice. In the cracks on the ceiling and surrounding walls, white snow had frozen into ice. Above his head, sharp ice crystals hung down like inverted swords. A faint cold mist floated over the ground, appearing like clouds that would not dissipate. One could only wonder how much effort Haibo Dong had spent to create this architecture.
I practice a Dou Qi technique with a cold attribute, so training in this place is most effective. Furthermore, the distance from the surface is quite far, so it can hide my aura from being discovered by experts.
Walking in front, Haibo Dong turned back to explain the doubts in Xiaoyan's heart. Xiaoyan nodded slightly. He sat down on a chair on the ground, looked up at Haibo Dong, and said calmly,
Whatever you want to do it quickly. I do not like the environment here.
Good. Laughing and nodding, Haibo Dong took the breaking ordeal pill out of his storage ring. He placed it in the palm of his hand and looked at it carefully, causing Xiaoyan to frown involuntarily. After inspecting it for a long time and finding nothing unusual, Haibo Dong finally let out a long sigh. At this moment, he also knew that his earlier actions had caused Xiaoyan to become dissatisfied, so he did not look at Xiaoyan's displeased face. Tapping his toes lightly, his body flew quickly to a chair completely condensed from ice. He sat cross-legged and placed the breaking ordeal pill into his mouth, swallowing it. Sitting on his chair, Xiaoyan gripped his fingers. Watching Haibo Dong consume the breaking ordeal pill, the corner of his mouth twitched into a faint smile, showing a hint of joy. The temperature in the basement was ice cold. The air became silent after Haibo Dong entered a state of cultivation. Xiaoyan simply sat on the chair, his eyes fixed on his hand, seemingly unconcerned with whether Haibo Dong's seal breaking would be successful. The silent atmosphere seemed to contract.
After half an hour, it was broken by a ripple of energy. The ice platform above remained silent, but Haibo Dong's body suddenly trembled violently. A powerful wave of energy fluctuated from within his body and diffused outward. Wherever the energy passed, the ice pillars in that area shattered. Slowly raising his head, Xiaoyan looked at the energy waves rushing toward him. He quickly summoned a Dou Qi gauze in the shape of flames to wrap around his body. Any energy waves that drew near were burned into nothingness by the temperature of the green flame. Haibo Dong on the ice platform above seemed not to have noticed this phenomenon. His body continued to tremble violently. A moment later, a snake-shaped diagram condensed from energy suddenly appeared on his aged forehead. The snake diagram spun on his forehead, drawing the vast Dou Qi within Haibo Dong's body toward the seal. Shortly after the snake diagram appeared, a streak of purple energy emerged from his neck. It lingered and moved toward the green snake-shaped diagram. The two forces of energy collided fiercely, creating a ripple of energy. The purple energy and the green snake diagram continuously deadlocked on Haibo Dong's forehead. Both released light freely, making Haibo Dong's brow look quite eerie. Furthermore, because these two types of energy were fighting at a vital position of the brain, it caused excruciating pain, making Haibo Dong's face distort and appear somewhat ferocious. Xiaoyan interlaced his 10 fingers tightly and looked up, staring fixedly at Haibo Dong's face, which radiated two colors of light. He felt a bit curious, wondering if the breaking ordeal pill could truly break the seal energy of Queen Medusa. The two streaks of energy, purple and green, continued to deadlock on Haibo Dong's forehead for more than half an hour. Afterward, the green snake-shaped energy grew slightly dim. Clearly, the breaking ordeal pill seemed to have some restraining effect on this type of seal.
This breaking ordeal pill is truly not bad. In the future, perhaps I should refine some for myself. In case I am ever sealed by someone, I will have a means of protection.
Seeing the purple glow grow brighter while the green snake became increasingly dim, Xiaoyan said with a faint smile.
Be careful. That fellow's seal is about to be broken.
Yao Lao's warning voice rang out in Xiaoyan's heart. Nodding slightly, the Dou Qi within Xiaoyan's body began to circulate, preparing to deal with any incidents that might occur. The purple energy gained the upper hand, slowly suppressing the snake-shaped energy and occupying its territory, gradually driving it out of Haibo Dong's forehead. The purple energy suddenly erupted, and a surge of vigorous energy emerged, expelling the snake energy from Haibo Dong's head. Just as the snake energy was separated from Haibo Dong's head, it suddenly trembled violently, before turning into a wisp of light smoke and dissipating. The moment the snake energy disappeared, Haibo Dong's eyes, which had been tightly shut, suddenly snapped open. A tangible spirit light shot out. A fierce aura, like a waking lion, exploded with the pressure that had been suppressed for several decades. Under that fierce aura, although the ice and snow in the basement were thick, they could not withstand it and began to crack.
This cursed seal has finally been broken. This old man has become a Dou Huang once again.
Stomping his foot onto the ice surface, Haibo Dong suspended himself in midair. His face was filled with joy as he let out a mad laugh. The violent sound waves carried Dou Qi and struck the surrounding ice, creating tremors and causing fragments to explode and fall. After his mad laughter, Haibo Dong suddenly retracted his gaze and looked toward Xiaoyan, who was still sitting motionless and watching intently. Feeling the sharp gaze looking at him, the corner of Xiaoyan's mouth curled up.
He slowly raised his head, his face calm and deep like a bottomless lake, as he indifferently looked at the Do Huang expert who had just recovered his strength in midair. In the air, the two gazes met, carrying a hidden chill.